Hi, it's me again. Oh, it's shit. It's my favorite color. I didn't even realize that. My favorite color is brink pink. It's a specific type of pink that they use specifically in drunk tanks or in insane asylums because it calms down the nut jobs. So if you're really calm watching this video and you're like, "Ooh, that's a nice shade of pink behind Tamia," or like then like, get some help. I'm kidding. I love you. You're my bestie now. Anyway, as I was fucking saying, I feel like some things you just don't need to ask unless you're incredibly insecure, especially when it comes to dating. Like, I feel like you don't need to ask stuff like, "Ooh, what would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?" "Oh, why didn't you text me back? Are you seeing anyone else? Do you have a crush on anyone else? Do you think that girl's hot?" I especially don't like to, I don't ask the last one because I'm bisexual and it's like I'm autistic too. I'm usually just like, if I think she's pretty and I like looking at her, then why would I get mad at someone else for looking at her? You know? Unless it's like a full on stare down, then that's inappropriate. But even then, I remember an ex boyfriend of mine, like, he was in Target buying me a bunch of shit, and then he saw this really skinny girl, and he was autistic too. But he just turned around, stared at her, and he was like, "Holy shit, she's so skinny! Like, her leg is like only one, is like the size of like my dick. God damn, I wondered what would happen if I could just fit it inside of her." And me, despite I had feelings for him, I didn't have that much feelings for him because a lot of reasons. But simply put, I just thought to myself, seems like an attempt to try to make me jealous. I'm not falling for it. Also, yeah, the girl is interestingly skinny. I can't picture how his dick would look inside of her, and neither can he, because that girl has a boyfriend, and also, yeah, he's here with me. So if he's really the type of idiot that decides, I'm gonna be with Tamia and buy her $700 worth of shit at Target, just because, but whole time I want to fuck that one scrawny chick, then frankly, he's the stupid one, and I kind of win in the end. So, works for me. Don't get mad, get everything. Also, it's like, why does it matter if a guy is seeing other women outside of you? You should ask that question if you're gonna enter a sexual relationship, sure, sure. But even then, you don't have to know much details aside from, do you wear condoms? And I don't know, how they communicate and aftercare and stuff. Like, boundaries and expectations. But if you're not fucking them, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, if anything, I just kind of assume that either one, this dude is obsessed with me and only me, they usually are, or two, in the rare instance that they are seeing other people, I don't give a fuck. Are they treating me well when they see me? Are they being respectful? Are they being sweet? Are they being not disgusting? Cool. And they better not be doing anything that could even remotely, if I got intimate with them, and put me in any position to get ill, sick, etc., etc. So far, I've been lucky enough to not have a dude who would have the audacity to eat a girl's pussy and then be directly in my face, at least so far, at least to the best of my knowledge. So, yeah, also, yeah. Ew, gross. I hate that I even said that as a joke, but ew. And I feel like just opening up yourself to be insecure or like show signs of insecurity, like, it'll just make people notice targets on you. Like, simply put, most people won't even know what you're insecure about if you don't address it. And then if you actually openly go, "Oh my god, I hate this about myself or that about yourself," then you might be actually making people focus on something they didn't notice. Like, you could have fucking be like, "Ooh, I have fucked up toes." And if you say that, everyone who wasn't looking at your feet will now look at your feet and be like, "Oh, she does have fucked up toes. That's nasty. Why did they look like that?" Uninterested. But if no one's like, if you aren't addressing it, then no one gives a fuck. Trust me, I've had moments like that too. I just don't address it, and then guess what? They'll be like, "Damn, Tamia, you look so fucking amazing. You look gorgeous from your head to your toes. You look fantastic. Oh my god, yeah, like you're fucking perfect." And then it's like, oh, turns out they don't care about my ashy ankles, and it turns out they didn't know. Like, I was thinking, oh, maybe my makeup doesn't fully match my skin. The whole time they couldn't even tell I was wearing any fucking makeup at all. I'm out here worried about my bangs or how my hair looks with my side profile. The whole time they didn't notice fucking shit. Or even if my wig was tilting back, they don't give a fuck because they're with the prettiest girl in the fucking room who's confident in herself and acts like she's the shit because she is the shit. Absolutely recognize it. Like, I know this one girl, she was like a friend of a ex-friend of mine, and she fucked up this thing she had with this dude, and it was a dude who I wouldn't have even gotten close to in the first place. Like, what the fuck are you doing getting with a dude who's an Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels fan and looks like a fucking caveman? That rhymes. And she just was like, "Ooh, ooh," like, I guess like he wasn't looking for anything serious, and she was, and she kept fucking him, thinking that he would eventually change his mind through the power of pussy. I hate to break it to you, very rare that happens unless you have a death grip Kegel. But even then, even if you have that, you just have to have enough self-respect to fucking leave or openly go on dates and put your sights elsewhere. She chose like an ironically low value man, as they would say in those communities. Ew. But she still decided, guess what? She probably could have, if she really wanted to, found a way to turn him from a situationship into a relationship or whatever the fuck she wanted. But instead, she was the opposite of chill. She showed tension. She showed, like, how do I put this? If that man is not your man and he's like, okay, cool, I think she's okay with the fact that we're just fuck buddies, and then you say something like, ooh, you're gonna go talk to your other hoes? You're gonna go see your other women, huh? He just instantly caught that shit and was like, okay, she's insecure as fuck. And she's nagging me, and I don't even like her like that. And then he blocked her, and then also blocked my friend, who wasn't even involved in the situation because he just had a feeling they both were weird. They kind of both were. But, whatever. And they both were extremely insecure, and yeah, let's just say they had bad luck in dating. And I guess I'll bring up this one friend with that one specific friend of mine who was friends with that girl. I remember she was like, oh my god, Tamia, I wish I could date like you. I wish I had the experiences that you had. How do you even get this experience from dudes who you aren't even dating? I told her everything. I told her all the information I wanted her to know because I thought, okay, this could help her big time. But if you don't even have self-esteem or self-respect for yourself, you're not going to go far. I remember I specifically set her up with one of my friends who had money and was just looking for, like, I don't know, like a fuck buddy at least, or like maybe a new relationship with someone cool at best. And I just told her straight up, yeah, girl, like, he knows you have a beautiful afro, like it's not his usual look, but he's still like 100% like, don't do anything to your hair, just show up with like your beautiful fierce afro, and just show up like, cute, feminine, all that shit, just show up cute. Instead, she panicked hard. She tried to straighten her hair, but it was raining, and also it's fucking like the city we were in. It's like it's always foggy here. Why would you try to straighten your hair? So instead, and she also showed up with a jumpsuit that didn't flatter her whatsoever. And I don't know, you could just tell that she picked out her shit in a panic and just was kind of doing what the fuck ever. And she did a lot of shit on the date that just proved that she didn't really have, like, didn't respect herself, was insecure, this, and that. And sadly, her date kind of like, he was a fucking asshole too, don't get me wrong, he's a total fucking cunt. He kept pulling up pictures of purple minions and flashing it to her and to me and roasting the shit out of her when they did get back from their date to talk to me about how it went. And I just thought to myself, this is such a fucking nightmare. Like, if she just showed up feeling bomb, looking bomb, being confident in her natural curls and how she looked and not trying to change herself or do this or do that, I think it would have went a lot better. But whatever. Oh well, like, I can't change what happened to them, and it's probably better they didn't end up together anyway. They had some things in common, some things drastically worlds apart. But I guess I just mentioned that as an example of, like, he kind of, I'm pretty sure he could detect the nervousness from her, but then also because she was doing a bunch of other shit that just like came off as like, ooh, she doesn't seem very happy to be here, she doesn't seem very relaxed, and it's like that just bit her in the ass later. Semi-related, I'm sorry if that doesn't seem fully related, but it is, trust me. God bless, peace out. Also, like, why the fuck would you ask someone, like, don't change yourself for anyone, is I guess what I was trying to say. Like, I like her outfit, okay, she chose that outfit, that's her choice. But it's like, okay, I'm only mad because it's like the thing that it's like, I just said to dress cute and feminine because you said you wanted to date that type of man. Like, the only thing, it's like, okay, you have feminine clothing, why did you choose like the wackiest shit in your closet to wear this date? I don't know, but it's okay, that's her fashion choice. I can't shit on that. But I guess the point that really made me upset was like, you have a head full of beautiful, amazing curls, and you should have just shown up, and if he didn't like it, he didn't like it, and if he did like it, then that would have been amazing. But simply put, you gotta value yourself enough to be like, okay, like, hell, I've been doing that on dates recently too. I told all my dates on the apps, I was like, hey, guess what, I have like my natural afro, by the way, so I'll send you a photo of it. If you don't like it, you can unmatch, and if you do, then that would be wonderful. And guess what, I've had wonderful dates with men who just think like, holy shit, her hair is so fucking gorgeous and full and luscious, and we have a great fucking time. Because I had to bank on myself and trust that I would be likable and liked, and also not even care what they thought, if they liked my hair or not. Because guess what, they're still going on a date with me either way. So, like, really. And then if they didn't go on a date with me, cool, someone else will. You just have to stop obsessing over the person you're with to an unhealthy extent, really. And then on top of that, to finalize this whole video, I was gonna say, why the fuck would you ask someone to rate you on a scale of 1 to 10? I'll put it this way. Like I already said, if there's some stupid motherfucker who thinks you're busted and they still want to go on a date with you, that says light years about them and not you. I remember I was on a dating app for like paid dating and stuff, and this dude, he basically, like, I showed up and then his eyes were gonna bulge out of his head. He was like, holy shit, you look fucking amazing. Like, holy, like, oh, you look amazing. ha! And he would not stop talking about how amazing I looked. And I was like, thank you. And you want to know how this nigga ruined it? Because guess what this nigga did? He went, you look nothing like your photos, because your photos were bad. And then he made that noise so loud that fucking every single table within a fucking like 10-foot radius turned their head to look at him. But he went, but you look so beautiful and gorgeous, like damn. And I just thought to myself, if you thought I looked busted in my fucking photos that I did take with an Android, but it's in a dimly lit bathroom, but even then it's like if you, I'll put it this way. If you were so fucking desperate that you would go on a date with someone that you found to be so horrendously horrifying, like lightning needs to strike upon me entering the room, and you were going to pay $200 just to have someone you perceived as unattractive sit across from you at a table and not fuck you, just sit across from you and listen to you talk about anime? Like, if you're really that desperate, that's something that you should be ashamed of and not me, because that's, you got issues, buddy. I remember I watched the show Girlfriends, and she was just begging her boyfriend, like, hey, you have to tell me, what number am I? What number am I to you? What number am I? And then this total asshole, he saw that she was insecure and took it as an attempt to neg her. He decided to just be like, I see you as a 4. And then instead of just like, it's like, okay, what makes it worse is that she could have fucking left him in the show. She didn't. She stuck around trying to like insist that she's not a 4 and do this and do that and came off so desperate. It's like, bitch, if he thinks you're a 4 and has the nerve to say it to your face, just leave. Because he should instantly be downgraded to a fucking -0 in your fucking mind, you idiot. Why the fuck would you stick with a guy like that? Especially, it's like, he's not paying your bills, he's not doing shit for you. Like, really? Why? Like, it says a lot about him that he thinks you're a 4 and is still trying to get with you and date you and be around you. It's like, that's someone who's, like, desperate, lame as fuck, probably can't get the woman he wants because he's not shit. You should look at him when he tells you that and be like, oh, shit, you're blind as fuck, and also you can't get the bitches you actually want, so you're trying to settle. You're pathetic. And then you fucking leave. You just fucking leave. You go, that man is a total fucking loser, and then you fucking leave. And then ironically, then suddenly you're an 8 in their mind, or a 10 in their mind, or some, because it's like, ooh, a chase, ooh, she has self-respect. I don't know, just have fucking self-respect. It's a lot harder than you think. It's a lot easier said than done. I'm aware of that, but it is possible. Like, just, I feel like some shit you don't need to ask other people. And also, this has happened for me even on dates with the opposite gender. Because, you know, I remember on a date, yeah, with the Riley guy. I went on the first date with him. I just casually asked, not because I wanted to, like, neg him or make him feel insecure. I just asked, like, oh, out of curiosity, how tall are you, by the way? Because I noticed like, you're a little bit taller than me in heels. And I guess I'm just curious. Because these are about 4-inch heels. And then he was like, oh, I'm about, like, 5'8". No, 5'10". And I said, oh, okay, cool. And then he said, yeah, I'm like short, but you know, height doesn't matter. And I said, yeah, that's true, it doesn't. And then he said, are you sure? And I said, yeah, height doesn't matter. He said, are you sure height doesn't matter? I said, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with your height. We're like the same height. Why would I have an issue with it? And he said, I'm just checking to make sure height doesn't matter. And I said, oh my fucking god, I thought the last guy I dated was 5'3". I physically thought the last guy I dated was 5'3". Until I took off my heels and then realized we were the same fucking height the entire time. It's not that deep. You're still cool. I don't care. Just, yeah. I don't know. Just don't, like, I'm not saying never reveal your insecurities to people, but just, like, off the bat, I find it to be such a bad look. You know, like, try your best. Just, like, think of yourself as the shit. Like, have a bit of an ego. Do it, because you'll probably be more of a magnet to people than if you were, like, some self-hating bastard. And don't downplay your achievements. I met this one guy, he was awesome as fuck. But guess what? He was the only person I met who managed to make being some sort of like a talented guitar lead singer in a band that's toured across Europe sound like the most miserable shit in the world. And he talked so poorly of himself and acted like he wasn't shit and had bad posture and acted like he was a nuisance that it actually made him, well, be seen as a nuisance because he wanted to be seen as that so bad. He should have never put himself in the position to be seen like that. And then on top of that, like, you know, like, let's say, like, I noticed shit about him that I didn't like as well. I didn't think he was that cute when he approached us, and he had a weird smell. But if he had just simply talked his shit, I probably would have been like, you know what, buddy, with a shower and a little cologne, you're kind of fucking cool. I'm glad to have met you. You're so interesting and fascinating. But because he was such a Debbie Downer and a negative Nancy, and he would not stop talking poorly about himself, even when we told him, hey, dude, you're kind of repelling us by talking about yourself this way. You need, like, you're actually really cool, and trying to treat us like we're stupid for seeing potential in him. Yeah, he just made us see him as like some funky gutter butt nigga who has like a fucked up ass jacket and had like is the most boring and uninteresting assholey person ever. Don't be that person. Be secure in yourself. Also, you'll have healthier relationships. Either you'll date healthy people or you'll be a healthy person. The more you act like you're someone who's worthy of respect and capable of it, life gets easier. Peace out.